Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can build a sales process that lands deals and closes sales faster. So if you're watching this on YouTube already, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to reveal everything to you here. I'm just going to give you the farm because I find that that is what people want. So here it goes. Now, the secret to building a dangerously effective sales process that lands deals every time all comes down to having the right sales assets in place. Okay, now why is this important? Why do you need to have the right sales assets in place for your business to grow? Well, it all comes down to the customer journey, okay, the buyer journey, because customers now manage 85% of their buyer journey before ever interacting with a human. Before they interact with anyone from your team, they spend 85% of their time consuming information and doing their own research and due diligence on your business, your products, and your services. Now, don't take my word for it. This is a study that has been done by Gartner. You can Google this. Okay. There is plenty of evidence to support this. This is the way that people buy online these days. Okay. So that means that prospects are only going to engage your sales team later on in the buying cycle, only after they have done their due diligence. Okay. And so most companies have absolutely no control over the buying journey. All right. They just sit around, they wait for the phone to ring. They might send an outbound message or an outbound email, and they just kind of hope and pray. They hope that prospects make the right decision to go with them over a competitor. But this is not good because hope is not a strategy. It's far better to create the right assets that will lead your prospect into buying from you over any of your competitors. And I'm going to show you how that's done in this video. So is this for you? Is what I'm about to explain to you actually for you? So if you're experiencing any of these challenges, then it's likely that it comes down to your sales process rather than your marketing process. A lot of companies believe that marketing is the problem when really it's the sales area that they have to focus on. So you're likely not making it very easy for the prospect to make a decision to buy from you because you're just not showing up during that 85% of that journey. Okay. So that's why sales cycles are getting longer and more complex, particularly if you're selling a technical product or a service. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're not a technology company, you're not a technical founder or CEO, it doesn't matter. This is going to still apply to you because every company today is a technology company in some way. You offer or you sell something that is technical. Your business can't run without technical products and services implemented in it. You can't deliver great results for your customers without something technical. Okay. So if you're experiencing inconsistent client acquisition, right, this is something that you need to focus on. Your sales process has to be transformed. If your month-to-month sales is just a guessing game, they're inconsistent, and you haven't quite nailed down one specific traffic source that you can turn up whenever you want to make a profit, it's because buyers aren't finding information about your business when they need it, where they need it, that actually guides them into making a sale or to buy from you naturally. All right. It's for you if nobody sees you as a thought leader. If you're posting content on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever it is, the thing is, you probably already know this, but people will only buy from you if they know, like, and trust you. This is common knowledge. Okay. Before making any purchasing decisions, prospects are going to do their due diligence. I've already said this. They're going to do research. The way people buy today is very different to how they bought in the past. They're going to visit your website, right? Perhaps you send them an email first. Perhaps you send them a LinkedIn message first. That's when they first establish contact with you. Okay. What's the first thing that they're going to do? They're going to view your profile. They're going to go to your website. They might read your emails if you manage to get them to opt in to something from an ad. They're going to consume your content. They're going to see what kind of content you're posting or that your team is posting. They're going to watch videos if you have them. They might ask a friend about you and your business. They're going to make comparisons with your competitors. This is a big one. Okay. They're even going to look for alternatives in the market, other products and services that are similar to yours but achieve the same result, but they're different, right? And they're also going to see if they can do it themselves first. This is another big one. Most people really just want to try and figure out if they can do it themselves because they think it's going to save them money or save them time. Most people just want to save money, so they're going to try and do it themselves. So they're going to look for all of this information online before they ever think about making a buying decision from you. And this is also for you if you're being totally ignored online. Okay. There's so many products and services available, more than there ever has been in the history of the planet. And that competition continues to increase. It continues to heat up. The cost for attention increases. Okay. So this means that what you're offering to market has to demonstrate utility, and it has to demonstrate undeniable proof that you're the person to work with, or that you're the business to buy from. If you feel that you're being ignored online, you're not getting the right amount of engagement, or you're not getting enough engagement, it's because what you're offering is not actually helping people. You might feel that you're providing value, but it's not providing enough utility. It's not providing enough proof and evidence that you and your process that you use to deliver a result is the one that your prospect can actually rely on. It doesn't convince them enough. So today, almost anyone can say that they're an expert in this or that area of specialization. You've probably come across someone like this before, maybe even made a purchasing decision with someone that told you they're an expert, or told you that they're very good at doing something, but they actually can't deliver on their promises. Okay, anyone can say that they can grow their business. Anyone can say that they're a millionaire. Anyone can say this or that. Unless there's undeniable proof and evidence, how do you really know? How can you make up your mind? And so sales assets allow you to demonstrate that proof. It allows you to demonstrate that a prospect should buy from you over any of your competitors, and that you can actually help them with the problem they're looking to solve. That's why you have to provide assets. You have to create these assets that actually demonstrate and provide utility. You have to give away the farm. Back in the day, salespeople, marketers, they would tell you not to reveal everything, but today buyers, they're more savvy. They buy differently. People want to try and figure out things for themselves first. So you have to reveal the farm. There should be no secrets. So if your prospects can do everything themselves, if you're worried about revealing everything, and you feel that if you give away everything, that your prospects are going to be able to deliver the transformation on their own, just from consuming your content or your sales assets and the information that you're delivering them, then unfortunately what you're offering probably isn't valuable enough. You have to create a better offer to get people to buy. If they can just do it all themselves without making any mistakes in the same time frame, why would they buy from you? So you have to reveal or give away the farm. You have to reveal your secrets. Because your value as a business, when you're offering a product or a service, it comes from delivering speed. You can do it faster than if they were to do it themselves or go with a competitor. You can do it more efficiently. Okay? There's no mistakes that are going to be made. You can offer guidance along the journey into achieving that transformation, and you can demonstrate results. You've done it before. You've got case studies. You have reasons why this prospect should buy from you, because you've worked with people very similar to them already in the past and achieved those results. So it makes it a no-brainer. Okay. Customers want to achieve the transformation that you're promising them faster than if they were to do it themselves. That's why they buy from you. And they also want to achieve that transformation without making any mistakes, because mistakes are only going to slow them down, or it's not going to get them the results that they want. It may even cause more painful problems in the future. So this is where you offer value as a business, even if you're giving away the farm and revealing all of your secrets. And this is why ads aren't working. If you're running ads and you haven't had any results, if they're not converting, okay, it's because you do not have the right sales assets in place. Direct response advertising isn't what you think it is. It's not like how it was a few years ago. It's very different. Buyers buy differently. People buy differently. Buyers are more savvy. Okay. It doesn't work like this. People don't just see an ad, then immediately take action by traveling through your funnel in a linear direction. Okay? They don't do it in a straight line, exactly the way that you designed it. Okay. Ad to website, to contact form, book a call, buy. They don't do it like that. You don't do it like that. Okay. It's not what happens, especially if you're running cold ads. When was the last time you bought something from someone without doing your research and due diligence? Chances are never. I know I've never bought any one thing without doing research and due diligence on that person and their process, the business. I want to make sure that I'm spending my money in the right places, because I can put my money in a lot of places to achieve the same result, or that I think might achieve the same result, but I want to make sure I'm making the right decision. I want my money to do something for me. And this is why people do their research on you and your business before making a decision. So instead, really what happens is that prospects will see an ad. Okay, as an example, if we're running ads, they'll see an ad, they're going to get annoyed by the ad. They'll probably pick their nose, click on it to validate that it's bullshit. Okay, they want to make sure that what you're saying is, they just want to validate it, basically. They might read something useful or something similar to what the ad is about. They'll check Instagram, they're going to get distracted, check Facebook, might read a little more on your website, okay, or look on Google for some kind of competitor that has similar information or any media that has similar information. They might bookmark the page with the offer on it. Okay, they clicked on the ad, they went to a page with an offer. Then they're going to click off for the day. They're going to go have a beer because it's Friday night. They come back after the weekend or 2 weeks later. It might still be on their minds. Okay, it might not. They might read some more because you've shown them or you've called out a problem. Okay, you've identified something that they know that they need help with. So it's going to be on their mind, hopefully, if you're selling the right thing. They're going to be checking YouTube if you've got that. They might watch a video, might check your LinkedIn. If you've got videos on YouTube, they might watch you for a couple of months or a couple of weeks. If you're doing videos or posting content, LinkedIn, Facebook, they might follow you and see what you're doing for a few weeks whilst they make up their mind and truly decide whether you are the person or the business that they want to go with. And then finally, they're going to take action. The process is not linear like it used to be. You don't just get someone to click on an ad and they buy. You don't just click on an ad and generate a lead. You can, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes people click on an ad, go to your website, then they're going to do some additional research. Okay, so this means that without providing extreme amounts of value and deep content that can be found naturally during the buyer journey, the ad doesn't work. Okay, because once people visit your website, once people see your ad, they're going to do their research and due diligence. And so marketers get tricked into thinking that ads don't work because the window in which they expect returns is arbitrarily set to 1 to 2 weeks, and that simply isn't the case. In the technology space, a sales cycle is sometimes 12 to 16 months. 2 weeks is far too short. Okay, it's far shorter than the real buying and trusting timeline of a cold market. Even if you're not selling tech, selling something a little less complex, you have to understand that people are going to do their research. They have to build trust in you. They need to trust that what you're offering, what you're telling them can actually work. They want to see it for themselves first. Okay. So if you don't have sales assets in your sales process that show up in all the right places at all the right times during that buyer journey, during that research stage, then your sales cycle is going to be longer than your competitors, and you're more likely to lose the sale to your competitors. And so why is this important? It's important because buyers want to believe they made the decision themselves. Nobody wants to be convinced to buy. They want to feel like they've made the decision themselves. So when prospects decide to buy from you, they engage with someone from your team. The cycle is shorter and your closing rate is higher, okay? So they've already made the decision to buy from you before they engage. This is what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to convince anyone or persuade anyone. No sleazy tactics, no marketing gimmick, okay? We want people to book appointments with us. We want people to buy from us that have already decided that they want to work with us. They already know that they want to work with us and to buy from us. They've already checked out our content. They've done research. They've made comparisons. Okay. And so when this happens, the sale is easy. You become the chooser instead of being chosen. Nobody wants to rely on having to choose bad customers, because if you choose a bad customer, it doesn't matter how much they're paying, it's going to be stressful. It's going to be difficult. The chances of you achieving the result is less. You're not going to get a testimonial. You might not get a case study. You want to be able to choose the best customers to work with. Okay. Because when all of your prospects come to you, once they've made the decision to work with you, having decided for themselves that you're the best option, you no longer need to convince them. Okay. And like I said, no sleazy sales tactics, no marketing gimmicks. Okay. It's natural. So I'm going to show you what most people's sales processes look like. Okay. And then I'm going to show you what your sales process should look like if you want all this to work for you. Okay. If you want to land deals and close them faster. It has to adapt to fit the buyer journey of today. Okay, because the buyer will spend 85% of their time doing their own research before engaging with you. So this is a diagram of what most sales processes look like. Okay, from stranger to customer. Now this all comes down to a rule, which I'll explain to you in a second. Okay, but essentially we take a stranger, and we've got numbers here to represent how long or how much content has been consumed. Okay, so we take a stranger, you send them an email. So you identify that this is a prospect or a potential customer that you might want to work with. You send them an email, you send them a message on LinkedIn, or you connect with them. There's some kind of touch point here. It requires no time from that person to accept that touch point, okay, to accept that connection request. So that's why there's a 0. And so then they're going to open an email if you send them an email, right? It takes about a minute for them to open the email. Maybe they read it, maybe they don't. Depends how good your copywriting is. Depends if you even have a good subject header. They might not even open it. Okay. Then you send another email. Okay. It doesn't take them very long to consume that. Then another email. And these emails could be LinkedIn messages. It could be Facebook messages, Instagram messages. It doesn't really matter. These are your touch points. Okay. So this is what most sales processes look like. And so because you've contacted this person a few times, maybe you've done some research, you've used some scraping tools, there's a few out there, you've found their phone number and you've cold called them. All right. They answer the cold call and they regretfully accept a demo call. Okay. Because they didn't know how to say no on the phone. Most people don't know how to say no. They'll just say that they'll think about it or they'll come back in a few weeks. If they don't say yes, it usually means that they're not ready to buy. Okay. But because you've cold called them, they're being polite, they accept the demo. It takes you about 2 minutes on the phone. Okay. Maybe 20 minutes. You've got 10, 30, 40, 50 minutes. Okay. And then you're going to conduct the demo call. It takes you about half an hour to do that call, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour at most to do the demo call. And then the customer, they tell you to send more information. Maybe they block your number because they weren't interested in the first place. They haven't found anything about your business online and doing their research between these stages. Maybe they change their email address, even worse. That takes them absolutely no time. So to go from stranger to a potential customer, because sometimes you might close these deals, the content consumed is 1 hour. Okay, on average. So this is what most sales processes look like. And the reason why this happens is because your prospect hasn't consumed enough information themselves in order to make a decision. The prospect might get to this point, they don't buy, and then they take 12 months to consume information from you. They're still following you, they're still in your email list because they were interested in what you have to offer, but there's just no utility in what you're offering right now for free. There's no undeniable proof and evidence that what you are saying can actually help them achieve their goal. They need to be sure before they part with their money. And so the content consumed is roughly 1 hour. It's just simply not enough. Okay. So you have to transform your sales process into one that fits the modern day buyer journey. Okay. And this is going to help you land deals and close them faster. So this is what your sales process should look like. As you can see, it's much longer. There's more touch points here. So again, from left to right, we're going from a total stranger. Perhaps you send them an email, send them an outbound message. Okay, the process can be applied to whatever medium you use to get customers right now. But they open that email and then they click on a link. Okay, now if you're in cybersecurity, you might feel that you don't click on links, but the fact is people do. Okay, particularly if they're a safe link. And you get them to click on something that might be a free training. It's one of your sales assets. Could be a PDF, could be a video, could be anything. You're sending them somewhere for more information. It takes that person to your website. On your website, you've got pixels so that you can track your visitors. And because you're able to track your visitors, you can then display retargeting ads to them. This is another asset that you use. Okay. They go from the ad or from the email and the link after consuming that information to a video sales letter. Your video sales letter gives away the farm. It explains your points of difference, trends in the market, your delivery process, how you can do things faster, more efficiently than if they were to do it themselves. And then they book a call. Between booking a call and actually jumping on the discovery call, okay, they might check out some of your content. They're going to look at your LinkedIn, your Facebook, they check out your YouTube channel, particularly if you get them to book a page in your sales funnel. And when you confirm that booking, you send them to the next place, which could be your YouTube channel, right? Or it could be some more articles, blog articles, videos. So you've already warmed up the prospect a significant amount more than if we were to do it the old-fashioned way, right? So they're gonna jump on a discovery call. It might be half an hour, okay? And then because you feel that they're qualified, right? Because you never really want to sell to someone on the very first call. That's my advice. I believe doing it in at least 2 calls is best. You make sure that they're qualified. You book in the demo call. Between the discovery call and the demo call, you send them an email, which is a pre-call email with some more assets in there. Okay, things that are going to benefit them based on this discovery call. What are their biggest challenges? Not every prospect that you work with is coming to you with the same challenges. So you have to send a pre-call email that is specific to that person's challenges. It's customized. It contains assets with information that's going to help them make the decision to buy from you. So then you conduct the demo call. That's about an hour spent with you again. So they're consuming content along the way here. They jump off the call. Maybe they're not ready to buy yet. Perhaps they're not in a position. They want to wait 2 weeks. They need to get the money, whatever their excuse is. You just don't close them on this occasion. Your close rate is not always going to be 100%. That's a fact. Okay. A close rate of 30 to 40% is the average. It's pretty good. All right. So the rest of the people, they're going to jump off of that call, and then they might look at some of your referrals. Okay. You're going to follow up with them when I jump off the call with more assets, case studies, testimonials. Okay, they're going to see your client case studies, the success, your step-by-step, how you managed to take your last client from position A to position B. Okay, it's the exact same situation that this prospect is in right now. So you're demonstrating that utility. If you've only got one case study, send one case study. If you have more than one, send more. Demonstrate that what you have done for previous clients is going to work with these prospects. So they view that case study or multiple case studies. It could be a text format, video format, really doesn't matter. Combining the two is definitely going to improve your close rate. Then they're going to watch videos on YouTube, okay, or consume more of your content on LinkedIn and Facebook, wherever your medium is. If you don't have enough content on Facebook, LinkedIn, or on your website or on YouTube, this is where you need to put more focus in, because people like to do their research and due diligence. Maybe they see a retargeting ad on LinkedIn, okay, and they're like, oh, crap, I need to book this appointment. I've seen all of these results. I've seen all of these assets. I understand the process. I believe in the process. I believe it's going to work for me. This is what I need. It's going to help me solve my problem faster, more efficiently. These people, this business is going to guide me into achieving these results. They don't stop until their customers achieve the results. I want the same results as what I've seen in these case studies. Okay, I've seen how to do it myself, but it's going to take me too long. I've watched a video, I've read an article to see step by step how to do it. I just don't have the time to do it. I don't have the skills. I don't have the knowledge. LinkedIn, retargeting ad, it prompts them. And then they answer a call from your sales team. Maybe you book a third one, maybe you book a second one, depending on where you are in the sales process or where the prospect is. Okay. And then you close that person. It takes you roughly half an hour to get them done. They have a few extra questions based on what they've seen, what they've consumed. Content consumed, 7.5 hours. Now, this process isn't going to be exact. Okay. I'm not saying you need to send an email first. You need to make sure they see a retargeting ad first. Then they've got to watch the VSL. Then they have to check a video on YouTube, check your page. Then it's this and it's that. It doesn't have to be linear. The fact is, what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that your prospects, in order to get them to buy from you fast, In order to land more deals, they have to consume at least 7 hours of your content in order to buy from you, because 85% of the buyer journey is done independently without interacting with you or any humans or anyone in your sales team. Okay. The 7-hour rule is a very well-known rule. It basically means that a prospect has more chance of buying from you. In fact, they will only buy from you after consuming 7 hours of content. Without this, it's not going to happen. This is why your sales cycles take 12 months, because you're sending emails that don't take very long to read, 10 minutes here and there, right? Maybe you're following up on the phone, it takes a few minutes, okay? Maybe they see some of your content if it shows up on LinkedIn newsfeed or Facebook newsfeed. Sometimes they don't even engage with it. Sometimes it doesn't catch their eye. You're not always guaranteed to boost the amount of time that content is consumed there. But by doing it this way, you can lead your prospects along a journey into consuming enough content that is going to answer all of their questions. All the common questions that you get on your sales calls, okay, can be turned into sales assets. How-to videos, so that you can demonstrate to your prospects how they can do it for themselves if they really want to, okay? But unfortunately, most of the time, they're not going to be able to do it quickly. They're also not going to be able to do it without making any mistakes, because if you're delivering a really good service or a really good product, okay, they just don't have the skills to do it themselves. They're going to have to learn all these other things. It's going to take them too long. So 7 hours of content is the 7-hour rule. And this is why your sales process is so long. And the way to cut down your sales process, land deals faster, get people to actually close, boost your conversion rate, is to create 7 hours worth of content. Okay. So guys, hopefully that has helped you out. My name is Jordon Barnett. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. If this is something that you want to do for your business, this is exactly what we do at Video CEOs. We help our customers create sales assets that actually convert people. Okay. So you can book a call using that link there, or just go to the website videoceos.com and you can book a call from there. Connect with me on LinkedIn. All right, I'm posting content on there all the time. Connect me on YouTube as well. Just search for Jordon Barnett. And if you want to get a bit of insight into my personal life, you can follow me on Instagram. I post personal stuff on there, businessy stuff, a bit of a mix. So it kind of depends on where you're at. Okay, I've also got Facebook. Just type in Jordon Barnett. Make sure you spell it with an O, Jordon Barnett, nice and easy. And so if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them.